What's up guys, and welcome back to Adventure Built. Currently I'm holding two 400-watt solar panels. This one weighs 40.7 pounds and I feel every ounce of it. This one weighs 17.4 pounds. Today we're gonna do a deep dive and to figure out why this one right here is the king of all solar panels. Stay tuned. Now this is a brand new solar panel from OptiSolex and it is really compact. It's got a small footprint, it's got a very low weight to it, and the thing is just packed with power. Now technically it's two 200-watt solar panels that are zipped together within this bag, what is just a really trick setup. If you only need 200 watts, you can unzip it and take that piece, come back, and then if you want it more, zip them together, then you join them in sequence with the MC4 connectors and you're off to the races. And they do more than just panels. This is the SolarBag Brick S1 and it has more in common with a DC-DC charger than an MPP charger. And what it does, it takes that unstable power out of the solar panel and converts it to a very stable DC power that can feed directly into either a lithium battery or an AGM battery, which is just really slick. So to skip over all the super technical stuff that I really don't understand myself, let's talk about the things that are actually really important to me. Now this panel weighs 17.2 pounds, not 17.4 pounds, and the dimensions are 21 inches by 17 inches by 2 inches. Now that is a really compact package for such a big output of a solar panel. 400 watts is a big deal. Funny story, at Overland Expo West last year, my 100-watt panel would not keep up with what I was outputting, so I had to borrow my brother's 300-watt Ironman solar panel. After that, I got a different solar panel. That was the 400-watt all-power solar panel that I picked up only because it was on crazy sale. It was like 380 bucks, which is a steal at the time. And when I got the box and opened it up, I said, oh my God, where am I gonna put this panel? I didn't pay enough attention to the size and weight, and the thing is massive. Now, before I show you guys how to set the solar panel up, let me just show you what it looks like here in the closed configuration. Now, there's actually these two buckles here that open the whole thing up, but there's a safety on these buckles that makes it really cool so you can't accidentally open them, which is just a nice, thoughtful touch. On the front side, you have this big pocket. This is where your MC cables are housed for this panel. And there's also two straps in here, which you can convert this into a backpack, which I'm probably never gonna do. And also on this little brick here, you have two USB and one USB-C outlet, and you can directly charge your phone just using this outlets right here, which again, just a nice feature. And again, this bag is big enough to hold all the accessories from the SolarBag Brick, which is just, again, very thoughtful. And then here on the back side of the panel is a second pocket, which houses the second solar panel MC connectors, and it's a much smaller pocket. However, you still have the double USB and USB charging capability. Again, nice touch. The OptiSolex brick you can actually use on other solar panels as well. It's not just for the OptiSolex panel. In the kit, you get the OptiSolex Brick S1 here. You get two extension cables to hook this directly into a battery, mounting hardware to mount it to a solar panel, a tool to connect and disconnect the MC connectors. Unfolding the solar bag is super easy. All you do is undo your clips, make sure they're not locked out, and then you're just gonna unfold. And that's it. And the footprint of this guy is 67 inches by 62 inches. So it's a pretty good size. In order to make my connections into the solar blanket, I'm gonna have to fold it up to expose the two blanket pockets. Now I have one pocket, two pockets. I'm gonna open these up. And now I have access to both MC connectors. Now there are actually two different ways in which you can use this solar panel. One is without the SolarBag brick and two is with the SolarBag brick. The time that you want to use the SolarBag brick and wire this into the system is if you're directly wiring this to a battery, because this is basically the charge controller for that battery. And the other way is not using the SolarBag brick because you don't need that solar charge controller. So if you're wiring into a battery bank such as the All Powers behind me, you do not need to use that. And let me show you how you wire up each. Open up the large pocket and you have your two cables off of this panel. Open up the small pocket and you have the two cables off this panel. All you're gonna do is take, doesn't matter which ones, the positive and negative of each panel and put them together like so. And now you have one connection and then you have two ends. To use the SolarBag brick, put the brick right in the middle You're going to grab the short ends here, short end of the positive into the negative. So that is going to go into this one here. Short end of the negative here is going to go into this positive. And now you have the positive negative coming out of the SolarBag brick, in which you can go directly into any lithium, AGM, any of those batteries. Now, if you're going into a battery bank, put the SolarBag brick to the side, and now you have your two ends. All you're gonna do is grab your cable, and this is a cable for the all powers that goes directly into the battery bank itself. So it's just a standard input plug here. Take your positive, negative. Positive goes on this side, negative goes on this side. And now we plug this directly into the all powers. I also zipped up all the pockets and just have the cable sticking out on one side. That way grass and stuff doesn't get inside there. Just keep it nice and clean. And then I'm going to take the whole panel and I'm going to unfold it. I also put a USB cable on here so I can show you how to charge your phone if you want to do that without actually needing to plug it into a power bank. And now with my unfortunately very short USB cable, I'm gonna go ahead and plug my cell phone into it. And look at that, charging right off the USB cable, right off the solar panel. Very convenient. So currently it is just past noon up here in Montana, early spring, so it's about 69 degrees. Sun is up overhead, but again, not a lot of strong UV because it's springtime. And currently we're getting, the max I've seen so far is 337 watts out of this 400 watt panel, which is a really good efficiency. Yeah, this is very impressive out of this little compact solar blanket. And remember how I told you this is two separate panels? Watch this. I've already made all my disconnections. All you do is take this zipper, unzip it. Now you have a 200 watt solar panel and a 200 watt solar panel. Now there's one more component to this system that's probably a bigger deal to me than anyone else, and that's these big long cables right here. And these are MC cables directly to battery terminal cables, and let me tell you why. My house battery system with my Renogy 100 amp hour heated slim profile battery and my inverter, this is just a great house system for me and for what I use. And on top of the Kabari XL rooftop tent, I have a 100 watt solar panel mounted, which feeds this entire system. This is not run off an alternator at all. It's only solar, which is great for me. It's pretty much everything that I would need. The only caveat to that is that when I'm in Arizona for a lot of events and I go down there to see family, when I park this in the direct sun to get the solar energy I need to charge the system, the tent itself gets really hot. So I like to park in the shade in Arizona because it's a lot nicer climate. Unfortunately, you can't charge that in the shade. That's where these cables here come in handy. I plan on mounting this directly to the battery and then running these cables out to the solar blanket away from the tent out in the sun so I can charge this system way faster than I would just with a single 100 watt panel. Last few points to note, the solar panel itself is super durable. I've been folding it, unfolding it, zippering it, unzippering it, manipulating cables. I've dragged it through the grass for a couple days now, even wet, and there's not a single sign of tear to the entire panel. It's really very high quality. There's also a 10-year warranty on the SolarBag brick, which is really nice to have. Also, you don't have to leave it on the ground. You can actually hang it on things. You can put it on top of your awning. Lightweight and durable means you can kind of put it wherever you want. Now look, I'm not really a technical guy, but what I do know is that when I see something that is small, compact, durable, highly efficient, and at a price point of currently $4.99 on early bird price special, but MSRP is $7.99, that's just a great deal. $500 for 400 watts and a small compact package like this cannot be beat. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to thumbs up. Comment below if you think there's a better solar panel out there, because I am definitely willing to take a look at it. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.